This is Deacon on the Appalachian Trail. Haven't done a video in a little bit, so have a really nice day. We got a camp set up. There's where we came from. We're actually up on, well, we're headed toward Bear Mountain, so we're between Black Mountain and Bear Mountain. But we got a nice campsite set up. If you can see here, we are surrounded by wild blueberries, which is awesome. They're little, but they're good. There's not a lot of ripe ones on some of these, but pick through them and they're pretty good. So came across this little spot. We were actually going to head a little further, but there's a pretty decent climb ahead of us, so we'll save that for tomorrow. Meeting a friend in Bear Mountain, Fort Montgomery area tomorrow. I'll update you on that afterwards, but looking forward to that. I got this cool little spot over here I set my tent up at. Not going to put my rain fly on tonight. It's going to be nice and cool, no chance of rain. Noticed after we set it up, it's in a pretty good spot because there's a, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little animal run there, maybe a bear or something. Another one over here. But this is where it gets good. Coy's over here in his hammock. I didn't really have a good spot to set my tent over here. I probably would have set my tent up over here also. But check this out. So for those my friends from New York who don't know where Bear Mountain is, if you go down the thruway, you pass Bear Mountain, which the Bear Mountain Tower is over there. We're going to be up in that tomorrow morning. 360 views up there. We'll actually see New York City. We'll get some good views. We got some pictures of New York City earlier, even though we're about 35 miles away on the trail. Cool skyline. That's the Hudson down there. If you've ever taken the train down to New York City, right in the center of the video right now, you can see that little stretch, that span that goes across the water. That's a train track that you were on. West Point is just north of us at this point. But we're climbing that tomorrow, up there, over the other side, down into Bear Mountain, Fort Montgomery. We're going to stay over there, not take a zero. We'll take a Nero. It's just a few miles in there, but we'll get in town, get a good meal, get some resupply. But cool spot. There's Coy. There's our blaze. So we're right on the trail, right near the trail. You can see the trail goes down through here. Blaze on the rock. Beautiful day. It's probably the best day we've had in quite a while. No humidity. It's about 82, 83 degrees. Let's see here. Picked these up when I was at my sister's in Pennsylvania. These are incense sticks. I got them at the Amish store, and they're actually supposed to be made to, where is it? There it is. To repel bugs. And you could get the citronella ones. I got the unscented ones, but they make smoke, so they smell. But so far, so good. They seem to work pretty good. Coy over there. I don't think I got an invite to enjoy any of that Coke, but he's like that sometimes. Last night it was a brisk iced tea that he enjoyed. But he did share his Coke with me this morning. Check out the patches. Anybody wants any patches, get a hold of Coy, man. He produces these. All right, anyway, this is our campsite for the evening. Cool spot, great view, nice little wind, no mosquitoes. And that's that. Catch up with you later.